guys, this is Cooking with Connie. Welcome to this week's episode, and we are making this Amish recipe. My friend Barb Miller shared this with her. This was her grandmother's recipe. So this is a date pudding. So we had all those dates we needed to do something with. So we made our lovely date pudding here with some topping on it. So if you watch me step by step, I'll show you how to make this recipe. And I think Miss Hatton may even be in some of this one. So we'll see you soon. All right, so Hat and I are going to start with this recipe. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a teaspoon of our baking soda. We've already chopped up our dates here. We've got our water boiling here. So you're going to sprinkle the baking soda over the dates. And I'm sure there's some chemical reactions going to happen when we do this, but there's a reason for this. And then we're going to pour this boiling water over all of it. And then we're going to let it sit until it cools down, and then we're going to make the rest of the date pudding. So we'll be back shortly when this cools down so we can make our date pudding. Okay guys, our dates and water and baking soda, it has cooled now, so we're going to start adding things together. So we'll pour that into our bowl. And then we're going to put a half a cup of chopped pecans in there. And then we're going to use an egg. And a tablespoon of butter. And then we're going to do 1 cup of our monk fruit allulose. And then 1.5 cups of our Connie's baking mix. So this is what fingers are for, to level off your flour. Alright, now we're going to start mixing all this stuff up. I've already greased my pan over here. I've got my oven on to 350 degrees. And then we're going to pour it into our pan. Get that spread out. And we're going to pop this in the oven for about 30 minutes at 350 degrees. So we will see you when it comes. Okay guys, here is our finished product. So this is our date pudding, sugar-free, gluten-free, and we put our really yummy whipped topping on top of it, which is just our whipping cream with some monk fruit allulose, and I'll put that recipe included with this. So if you're looking for a sweet treat, this date pudding is going to be it. And remember, this is an old-fashioned Amish recipe, so the Amish really know how to do it right. So check it out this week on Cooking with Connie. Like, share, subscribe, and make sure this week make some good choices.